Hello friends, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. Please do not be concerned. I'm just wearing a Holter monitor for 24 hours. I was starting to feel a few weeks ago, so not during Vlogmas at all, but a few weeks ago, I was starting to feel like my heart was feeling a little bit weird, like when I was relaxing in bed at night, not stressed, just relaxing, reading a book. I started feeling like I could feel my heartbeat and start feeling a little bit of an irregular heartbeat. So I went to my GP and she referred me to get a Holter monitor put on. I've just gone in and put it on, so I have to keep it for 24 hours. But I'm all good. I'm just getting it checked up just in case, just to make sure that it's nothing really bad or anything. I don't think there's anything wrong, but it's always good to get any concerns alleviated and make sure that there's nothing absolutely wrong. I am turning 57 next month, so, I need to make sure that any little thing that I feel a little bit odd about, I get it checked up. Anyway, enough about my medical concerns or issues. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 17. Let me bring you up to speed on what's been happening over the last few days. Well, last weekend was an absolute wow. The days just flew one into the other, and we got so busy unexpectedly. Basically, Saturday was supposed to be just a day out and about with my husband, giving me enough time then on Saturday night to be able to just chill, relax, do my editing for my video for Sunday, upload it, basically have an easy night. But mid-afternoon, we got invited out for dinner with some friends, and so we thought, why not? Let's make the most of the time and let's go out. So I did that, but it cut into my editing time. And then earlier in the week, Kevin had told me that we were going to go and catch up breakfast brunch with a new cousin that he'd met and he'd become acquainted with, and that she was down, actually not from Sydney, from the Gold Coast. She was down for a few days catching up with family and friends. And so we would catch up with her along with a couple of other cousins, and that was going to be Sunday morning. So I cleared my schedule for Sunday morning, and so that I could be available to go and meet this cousin, which was fabulous. It's always nice to meet new relatives, especially coming from a family where we don't have a lot of family in Australia anyway, or my family is in Italy. So it was good to meet her, but it just meant that, again, it cut into a day that I was expecting to be doing a lot of filming because I was going to be vlogging making Struffoli, which I know takes about 5 hours. Plus on Sunday, we also have family dinner, which requires me to cook something, right? And also interact with the family. So I knew that from midday onward, I wasn't going to be able to do any work for Vlogmas. So it kind of, set me up for a bit of a stressful couple of days, but never mind, it all worked out. I've just finished uploading this afternoon's video, so it's not as good as, it's not to a standard that I would like to produce, but it was the best that I could do with the amount of time without putting myself at risk of, of physical and mental health issues and things like that. I was happy to do it because I love doing it, and also because I'd set myself up to vlog every day up to Christmas, for 25 days of Christmas. I didn't want to let myself down, and you, if you like watching, but I know you would understand if I couldn't do it. It's more about the pressure that I put on myself to follow through with what I say I'm going to do. So anyway, enough yabbering away. So yesterday we had a fabulous day making Struffoli. Now, for those who are new to my channel, my mum lived in Naples. She was born in Egypt, and then her family returned to Italy and settled in Naples, which is central to southern part of Italy. And a Christmas tradition in that area is to make Struffoli, which are little bite-sized morsels of pretty much pasta dough. It's made the same way. It's got flour, eggs, no sugar, because the sugar comes in the end in the coating. You roll it out and make tiny little balls, which then puff up when you fry them in oil, and then you coat them with sugar and honey. And basically it was a tradition with me growing up, from my grandmother to my mother, and now I'm doing it with my children, and hopefully they'll pass it on whenever they move out and have their own family. It'll be something that they'll be able to continue as a tradition. That is the main Christmas sweet tradition that we have, and our kids look forward to that all year. It's the one time that they have it. It's not something that we have regularly. It's Christmas only, and I make a huge batch, and then we eat a little bit after dinner every night, and they hate it when I mention it to friends, because then I start giving it out, and they say, no, don't give them out. Make it for us because we want to eat them. But you know what it's like when you've got something that's delicious, you want to share it. So this year we decided to make 3 times the quantities, and then I made a mistake, and I think I ended up making 5 times the quantities, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. Tiffany ended up taking a huge box of it in little cupcake holders to work with her today to share with her co-workers. And then we have, I think, enough for one every couple of days leading up to Christmas. So that's plenty. Considering there's also panettone, pandoro to be eaten at this time of year, and we're still trying to watch what we eat over the season. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring you up to speed. Today, basically I edited today's video this at 5 o'clock, and then after I wrap up filming, I'm going to edit tomorrow's video so that then tomorrow I can start afresh, feeling a bit more relaxed, and I've got the day ahead set up, which suits me perfectly, because then I don't stress and I can be a little bit more creative with what I want to create and do. So you would have noticed in today's video, which will be yesterday when you see this, I didn't get a chance to do the Kiehl's advent calendar. So today we'll make up for it, and we'll have 2 days. We'll do the 16th and the 17th. And then later in the week, I have some exciting things to share with you. So look out for that. But today's going to be an easy one. I will cut away now to us making struffoli, and then at the end, I will come back and open the advent calendar with you. Okay, so I'm making struffoli today. The first part is just to make the dough, and then the dough has to rest for half an hour. So the recipe says 1 to 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 eggs. I'm going to be making triple quantity because Tiffany, my daughter, wants to take some to work. So I'll start by cracking the eggs, 6 eggs. The first part is really like making a pasta dough, and then the dough needs to rest for about half an hour. And then that's where the fun starts, of having to roll it out into small little pieces to be fried, and make a little well in the flour, pour the egg in, and then just mix it in until it's combined. If I can, I'll try and link this recipe here. It's a recipe that we've been following for a number of years, and every year we tend to make notes to see if we can improve on it. So now we know to put in little cupcake holders so that we can make them into more disposable and portable quantities. And originally we'd put 50-50 honey and sugar because I wanted to be crispy, but that made it too hard. So then the following year we tried 65-35 ratio of honey to sugar, and that seems to work. So the notes help from one year to another, because we only make it at Christmas. So I tend to forget what the right ratios are. It just needs to be stretched and pulled together. And you do need a large surface area. When growing up, my mum didn't have a large bench space like I have here, so we used to do it on our kitchen table. As you roll it, just twist it around a little bit and stretch it. It becomes a little bit softer, but it is definitely a stiff dough. Now, resting it will also make it smoother. Oh, this is quite an arm workout. Okay, I think that will do. I'll put it in Glad wrap and in the fridge for a bit to rest. Okay, so after resting for about half an hour in the fridge, the dough is much softer. You can see from what it was like before. And this small piece of dough, which is probably about 1 kilo now of flour, because there's only about maybe 100 grams left, is going to turn into loads of tiny little delicious, sweet, melt in your mouth goodness. Anyway, this is a family affair. as people start finishing what they're doing. It's very time consuming. Stretch and roll. So as you roll, you stretch it, and you get it to about that thickness, half a finger. Then you start cutting into the size of a nail, probably, to put it in perspective. That's small. Ideally, you try and roll it into round pieces, because otherwise they end up looking a little bit square. When you're doing 1,000 of them, by the end of it, you just really can't be bothered. Daisy, did you have a bath? Did you have a bath? Can you pick her up and show her? Just here. Let everyone see how gorgeous she is. No, you bathed me. I don't want to be bathed. No, not near here, not near the food. Hello, there's Daisy. Hey, Daisy. Over here, look. Hello. All right, now wash your hands, please. Oh, how did the Christmas party presents go? So tell my viewers what you did.
So yesterday we had our just our team breakup Christmas party, and so we did KK for everyone, just the normal KK. But then on Friday, as everyone was gradually out of the office or not sitting at their desk, I stole something from everyone's desk without them noticing. And then I came home that night, wrapped it all back up, and then yesterday I gave it back to them. And it was very funny. One guy opened it up, and he has like a AFL player bobblehead sitting on his desk. So I took that and wrapped it up and gave it to him. And as he was opening it, he was like, "What the heck? I already have this." and then when he looked around the table and saw everyone else also thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is from my desk," and then he realized that it was already his. Because I told my team that I bought them something. I bought everyone an extra present as well because I was feeling really generous. It was very funny.
It was funny. They all enjoyed it. Did you get dessert, KK?
I got a gift card.
Oh, nice.
Like one of those gift cards you can use everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a really pretty hair band from Lavisa.
Oh, beautiful.
Like one of those claw clips. It's got pearls on it. And then I also got a packet of Red Rock Deli chips.
Do you like them at work?
Yeah, I guess. I like all chips. And then a bracelet as well from Lavisa.
Nice. And how was work today, Charlotte?
Busy.
Busy? How are you finding people's patience getting ready for Christmas? Non-existent? Kevin and I went to a bakery for brunch. Tiffany's cousin, you would have seen that in yesterday's video, and that was really good. It was so busy. It's in Airport West, basically in the middle of an industrial area. You would not think that there's a cafe there, and this cafe is a coffee roasting cafe as well. Beautiful. The breakfast was delicious, the service was lovely, and we had a really good time meeting cousins that we didn't realise we were related to. So that was fun.
Ta-da! All done. All done. Now I just have to separate them from the flour and fry them, and they'll be yummy. They start looking like chickpeas, actually. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
So I'm making 700 grams of honey and 350 grams of sugar. So that's 1,050 grams. I melt it all together. I hope you enjoy us making Struffoli. It's very much a family event, a family occasion. My kids love it. But it's a good way to catch up. And I've tried to keep a little bit of the chatter that goes on and a little bit of the banter that goes on in our family whenever we do catch up with my kids. My husband at the time was painting, otherwise he would have been also called on to have extra hands to roll it out. But he's almost done. He's finished the first coat into that part of the house. He's on a timeline to get it finished by Christmas. We're hosting Christmas Eve at our house and going out to friends for Christmas Day. So in another video, I will talk about what I'm planning on cooking, because I do have some opportunities to have to cook for a vegan guest and vegetarian guest. So that will mean that I'll have to do something a little bit more different to what I normally do, because normally Christmas and Christmas Eve for us is seafood, which vegetarian and vegan don't eat. So I'm going to have to come up with something else. I'll have to be creative. So over the next couple of days, I'll research my menu and then I'll share it with you, the plan, and then I'll try and work out a timeline of when I have to create certain things so I can have everything ready for Christmas Eve. Tell me, what's your tradition that you cook at Christmas that your children absolutely love? I know my husband grew up with fruitcake. It's being Maltese. I find that his side of the family seems to be very English. So they love fruit mist tarts. They love fruitcake. A lot of the English influence of when Malta was colonized, I guess, by the British, they've inherited. So he tends to have more of a British palate, an English palate when it comes to Christmas traditions and meals, insofar that even his dad always brings a Christmas ham for Christmas lunch. I didn't grow up with that. We always had seafood for Christmas in Australia. In Italy, it's even in Italy actually. I remember I have fond memories of my grandma frying up squid on Christmas Eve for us to eat. So seafood was always part of our meal when it came to Christmas eating. Anyway, so yes, so my father-in-law brings a Christmas ham, which we love. It's an acquired taste that I've learned to acquire as well. So I love the ham, and we love making toasties with it in the days after Christmas. So that's primarily the tradition, but I'll show you what I'll cook over Christmas Eve. Now, let's get started. We've got 2 days, the 16th and the 17th. The 16th is a Kiss Dry Lips Goodbye. That must be a balm of some sort. Yes, it is the Kiehl's Lip Balm #1, formulated with squalene and antioxidant vitamin E. Our lip balm comforts, softens, and moisturizes dry lips. Apply liberally and allow excess balm to be absorbed. A Kiehl's classic since 1969, a year after I was born. I'll put it over lipstick. I wonder if it'll work. And it's got a bit of a hint of a scent, not too overpowering at all. And day 17. Day 17 is stay cool and hydrated. Looks like it could be a cream of some sort. It is the Ultra Facial Oil-Free Gel Cream. 24-hour hydration and skin control for normal to oily skin types. Okay, I might pass this on to my daughters because I tend to have normal to dry skin. No scent. Beautiful. Very clear. It feels nice. Feels very, it's not sticky at all. I suppose it's because it's a gel-like consistency. Yeah, it doesn't leave you that tacky feeling. It's actually quite nice and silk-like on the skin. Feels lovely. I like that. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.